Всем привет, и с наступающим. Сегодня мы продолжаем проходить консил. Так, на чем мы вчера остановились? Ну да. Ой, простите, немножко приболел, походу. Вот. Так, идите в красную гостиную на первом этаже. Так, подождите. Мы комнаты обчистили наверху, все поговорили, узнали много чего интересного про нашу мать. Да. Побывали в комнате Элизабет, пообщались с самой Элизабет. Где она? Она же где-то здесь была. Это не... Так, период, вот, Элизабет Адамс. Устойчивость к психологии у нее, ну хотя бы вроде как я пытался психологией, что-то там, но не получилось. Так, что ты хочешь мне рассказать?
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Так, что, надо, может, с ним пообщаемся? Почему бы и нет? Скажите о хозяине этого
I would like to
особняка.
speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that sir would like to know?
Это жука. Извиняюсь. Микрофон поправил. Так. Расскажите мне о
What
гостях.
can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps sir would like to know something else?
Он так увиливает. Даже просьба есть. Что он хочет на первом этаже?
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, Sir can access, on one side, the small salon, where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, Sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, Sir may access the dining room. That is where Sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, Sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, Sir will also find access to the garden. But Sir may be reassured the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. Sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Except for my mother.
Has Sir another question?
На втором этаже мы знаем, там люди живут. Вот на третий этаж я не мог пройти.
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer. In the west wing, on the second floor, are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holm, sir, but only authorized guests may access that area. Does Sir have any more questions?
Где можно погулять?
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If Sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise Sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help Sir in any other way?
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Эликсир, якорцы, янтарь. Манускрипт.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend Sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Тогда это ее почитать.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir,
История о том, как мы услуги отжали книгу.
I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
There you are, then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now.
But, sir, I... Very well, sir. Here you are. May sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There's some other things I wanted to go over with you.
Я бы не отказался от
My
янтаря.
good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
Ага. Тебе жалко. Блин. Ну ладно. В принципе, у меня все есть, как бы мне. Если бы вот мед, то да. Так, ладно. Не надо пока ничего. До свидания. Так. На улицу. То есть намек то, что можно выйти прогуляться по пирсу, да? А нет, нельзя. Угу. Знаете, кто-то по батарее стучит все утро, я даже не могу понять почему. Так. Мы, получается, вот это даже мы взяли. Государь Никола Макиавелли, 1532 год. Политическое эссе, предназначенное для флорентийской знати, известное своей циничной характеристикой применения силы, манипулирование плюс 1 очко навыка. Ага, можно будет ее почитать на досуге. Может, мы что-нибудь найдем сейчас? О, что это? Это часом не тот, кто своего ребенка там жрал на картине. Мне кажется, он. Зевс людоед. Так. Нам сюда, я так понимаю, да? Да. Давайте по той двери сходим. Тоже малая гостиная. Вот. Мы там не были ни разу. Ну, вот один раз только были. Надо как-то почистить же там. Может, что-нибудь... Конечно. Конечно. Мы смогли туда попасть, блин, как и везде. Они встретились взглядами. Бабочка на фруктах сидит. Великолепно.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the King's table.
I am delighted to hear.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Коза.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity.
А, то есть мы молчим,
A souterrain,
потому
isn't
что
it?
мы ничего не знаем, походу.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were
Болтает без
present.
умолку,
The
да?
last time we drank,
Конечно, с утра вина
the orphanage
попить, а?
in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage
Ну,
reopened just
страшно,
before
посмотрите на
Christmas.
это.
The bedrooms, the washrooms, and the
Чтобы
classrooms had
вырезать
all been refurbished.
на рту, как вот у Джокера,
I don't know what to
вырезать,
say.
вылитый прям,
You have
как
given
парик
the
снять.
girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Психология, слабость.
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
What do you think of Volner?
The Prussian king is his puppet.
I find it hard to believe the King of Prussia is so weak.
Be careful. Volner is as influential as he is dangerous.
You seem to know each other well.
We used to work together.
I see.
Вот такое чувство, что она боится его.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Who does not know of her, sir?
Блин. Поделимся
Lord Mortimer
информацией.
has invited Napoleon along to negotiate an important commercial venture,
Nothing strange about that.
and the Golden Order is somehow involved.
What? Our order? Are you sure?
That's what I read in the letter from Mortimer to Napoleon.
This information is important. Thank you, Louis.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Of course.
Что, разборки? Да? Или Наполеон сейчас его скинет? За то, что мы в его комнате лазили.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about
наркомана
her
похож,
disappearance,
пипец.
but I must validate the deal
Хочет пушки.
urgently.
Ну, по нему видно, он уже не одну пушку, походу, приобрел.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Поехали.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Ты войну проиграешь же. Вы меня обманываете, сэр.
Surely such an amount will buy twice as many cannons. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. We're both young, but we are not naive.
Вот это
Please
правильно,
don't be
Луи.
offended. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were talking about, and I am reassured. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I need to make sure that we both share.
Будущая
the
Франция,
same
ты понимаешь?
vision for the
Открываешь
future.
учебник истории, смотришь. Наполеон проиграл. Все, до свидания. Просто скинь его туда-сюда со склона и все.
It would take to restore its luster.
Так. Вот я сейчас заговорился, я теперь не понимаю, что он хочет. Должны вернуть маг. Франции нужен лидер. Нужен свободу выбора. Нет, мы должны дать людям свободу выбора.
You are joking, I hope. The people are simply not capable of taking charge, don't you see? They are an uneducated mob who react on the spur of the moment, incapable.
Ой, да ладно тебе, а.
Vision for the good of the country.
Необходима контрреволюция, наверное.
But it gave birth to a monster. We must overthrow the new system in place.
Ah, you are right. Monsieur de Richer, I am reassured. I am very
Мне
happy
нравится
to
он.
have met you.
Ты же сделай курносом
Lord
таким, пипец.
Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the
Я
very
не хочу
near
с тобой
future.
сотрудничать,
I
серьезно.
would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the revolution in France. Mr. Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
Тут такое себе знакомство, мне кажется, оно выльется боком потом.
I would like to thank Lord Mortimer and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from
Ну, ребята, слишком много что-то
the
разговаривать. Я
last
хочу
time I
бегать.
came to this place. Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an
То есть по блату он
invaluable
стал
We are
президентом
here
США.
among like-minded.
Понятненько.
So let
Я
us
понял.
put
На лапу дал.
aside the conflicts
Президентом
in
стал.
which some of
Да.
our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
Trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington.
Как мне не нравится. Блин.
Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
А, то есть теперь надо свободу действий, что ли? Надеюсь, да. То есть походить бы, почему нет? Да, это единственная неудача, да? Развилок не было никаких. Это единственная, но неудача все-таки. 2700. Неплохо. Очень даже хорошо мы. Ой, вообще даже 2 уровня подняли. Красота. 8 очков навыков. Так. Убеждения, наверное, вкачаем на единичку. Здесь у нас что? 11 очков навыка на логику. Бдительность, допрос, ловкость. Вот языкознание. Обязательно. Мне кажется, надо всего по одному взять хотя бы, а потом уже думать, что качать дальше. Вот мое мнение. Так. Отвлекайте внимание собеседников, менять тему разговора, уходите от ответа. А почему бы нет? И, наверное, оставшееся очко. Вот сюда. Все. Ой, вода и медные трубы, мастер на все руки. Неплохо. Неплохо.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Так, эти мы прочитали, да? Да. Что у нас есть? Тут этикет, психология, политика, манипулирование. Давайте, наверное, политику. Нет, стоп, психология. Да, политику хотя бы на 1. Так, у нас тут по-любому что-то должно валяться, что-то такое хорошее. Что нас очень сильно заинтересует. На столе ничего. Да? Даже... Он даже не покушал, походу. О.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
3 круга. Ну, это ключ, типа, с таким этим должен быть. Ну, мы же взломать можем. Ну, это что, 4 меда? О, великолепно. Прям замечательно.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, this sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes.
Напился, что ли?
Nevertheless, what a charming moment.
Сукин сын, а?
together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Waldner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to
Ты
Lord
пьяный уже,
Waldner.
иди спи.
You will see.
Утро он
It's
уже
the
напился,
perfect
скотина.
place to
Вещи
meet
соберу, уеду к матери в
Indeed,
Луж.
I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say?
Да он что-то замышляет там,
He's
походу.
a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Возможно.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand. But continue to have faith in Sarah. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence. But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
If I said to you, where all eyes size you up, would it mean anything to you?
I don't know if it's the place you're looking for, Louis, but it makes me think of the portrait
Кстати,
gallery.
да.
There's a gallery here? Can you tell me where to find it, please?
Of course. Just go through the door at the end. It will lead into the library. Continue all the way through, and you'll end up in the gallery.
Ну,
You'll
это
see,
хорошо,
Louis.
сейчас пойдем.
When you
Да,
get
да, да.
there, you'll know.
Thank you very much, Your Eminence. On that last word, then I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Подъебал. Ставлю сражаться своим демонами. Стоит, жрет, пьет. Что ему еще делать? Так, давайте вначале тут посмотрим, поищем, может что-нибудь найдем интересненькое. Так, здесь мы... А, здесь выйти можем. Опять картина. Книга. Я вижу книгу. Книга же?
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book
Рассуждение. О, логику
changed the way I
добавляю.
looked at the world.
Это хорошо. Здесь ничего нету. Здесь вроде ничего нет. Если можем сюда выйти, можно туда выйти. Блин, я вот не знаю даже. Ну, пошли туда. Пошли, 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 пошли. О. Конечно же взломать. Еще осколочек янтаря. Ключ с оккультным символом земля. Опа. Это от какой-то шкатулки. Кстати, мы же выучили... Сейчас. Языкознание, блин, может вернуться... Нет, ладно, не будем задерживаться. Хотя, мне кажется, стоило бы вернуться. Ё-моё. Ё-моё. Да что ж за библиотека такая?
Actress, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it. few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Страница энциклопедии. Что она дает? Хрен его знает. Мы получили предмет страницы энциклопедии. Вот где она? Я вот не вижу ее. А! Все, понял, извиняюсь. Извинителяюсь. Сколько ж тут картин. Теперь надо искать среди этого всего, простите за выражение, медузу нашу, да? Ага. Мне кажется, это та картина с Иисусом, как мне кажется. Там все смиряют его взглядом. Сейчас будем искать. Так. Идем для начала. Мы осмотрим еще, что тут есть на предмет какого-нибудь полезного лута, так сказать. Быстренько пробежимся сейчас. О, там лабиринт, походу. Ну, сад, точнее. Я бы в него сходил. Так, это типа сесть, посидеть, посмотреть, да? Вот сюда. Угу. Так, Ребзи. Да-да-да, вначале мне надо собрать все. Так, давай один мед скушаем, чтобы у нас еще влезло, если мы найдем. А мне кажется, мы найдем. Мы все-таки найдем. Мы же, блин, детектив. Мы весь мед найдем в этом доме. Еще осколок янтаря. Хорошо. Я согласен. Еще два надо найти. И у нас будет приход. Ой, как же тут мало всего. Медуза. Я понял.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Вот наша медуза. Медуза вроде как называют, правильно? Правильно.
A painting with no name.
Мне показалось, или я кого-то слышал? Да-да-да. Или это я хожу? Так, ну медузу мы нашли.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern. And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
Встретиться с чудищем. Тут картина в середине. Мне кажется, он и есть чудище.
The statue is darker on the right-hand side. It must be often placed towards the fire, which would explain the difference in color. In that case, it would be facing the Medusa. Perfect for the coup de grace.
Ой, какой же ты внимательный.
This hero is the only one holding a weapon. It seems obvious that he's the one whose job is to cut off her head. So, sword toward the Medusa.
Ну да, все, мы поняли. Теперь вот это дядя.
When I see the lantern and the shield, I can't help thinking back to the
Головоломки.
joke.
Вот я всегда в них был не силен,
Mr.
но
Dorfer, our teacher.
все-таки
As
здесь
soon as the
хоть
sun came
объясняется,
out,
хоть
I got a
подсказки
kick out of
даются.
distracting him with the inkwell by deflecting the light with it. I turn it in such a way as to direct a spot of light onto his face, not strong enough to dazzle him, but just enough to annoy him. Hey, what if I tried to annoy the Medusa with the lamp on the shield? Position it just right, and it might work.
Кстати, да. Повернуть статуэтку героя со щитом. И его повернуть... И он должен быть повернут к медузе, получается, правильно?
Looks right, but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague.
Может быть. Мы еще и книгу какую-то нашли.
О.
Я не могу сделать все по очереди.
The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one.
Ну, ты знаешь, ты по-латински не читал.
Belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
Ну, мы уже, в принципе, поняли. Мы сейчас чувака со щитом на медузу повернем. Повернуть статку к медузе.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Я понял, типа он должен ослепить медузу. Ну, то он правильно вроде как стоит. Герой с мечом. Нет? Нет, все-таки она должна смотреть на героя со щитом.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa.
Ну вот он стоит.
Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Придумать что-нибудь другое. Что именно придумать ты хочешь? Я немножко уже не понимаю, если честно.
Now, Louis, it's time to keep a logical mind, as every good scientist should. The aim is to defeat the Medusa, so what can the lantern be for?
Это уже понятно.
Hardly likely. The hero holding the lantern will be easy prey, and the shield will be of no use. To light up the sword? No, that makes no sense. So that leaves the shield. I wonder if the aim is to play with the light. If I turn the shield right, the light would be reflected. The ray of light will perturb the Medusa and focus her attention on the best protected hero.
Кстати, да.
Smart.
Ой, не-не-не-не. Нет. Обратно. Герой со щитом.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Let's think. To vanquish the beast, the statues have to be lined up in a specific order. What can the shield be for? To protect its holder?
Не тупи,
Why
родной.
not? But in that case, what's the lantern for?
Нужно поймать свет.
Step back and take a second, Louis. Be logical, but open-minded. Think outside the box.
А если он должен на чувака с мечом смотреть?
I wonder if the lantern was to distract the Medusa. This shield can both protect the holder and also reflect the light from the lantern to distract the beast. In other words, I'll have to make an angle of 90 degrees between the lantern and the Medusa by turning the shield to face the sword. If Mortimer's the one who thought of all this stuff, then honestly, he must have a
Ну,
sword.
почему-то я в последний момент и подумал, то, что попробовать повернуть человека со щитом к человеку с мечом. Вот так. Угадали? Все правильно. Даже как разгадали. Ну, судя по мне, угадали, да. Я немножко тупенький. Головоломка.
For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Давайте честно
I've
ответим.
discovered a hidden message from my mother. She explains how to find the secret room. Something must have attracted her here, so I've come to check it out. And you? What brings you here?
My, you're curious.
Let me guess.
Go on then, impress me.
You're spying on Mortimer, right?
Everyone is spying on Mortimer.
Shall I take that for a yes?
Take it as you please, but I wouldn't be surprised if all the guests were around here somewhere searching the manor. Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine, and if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
Давайте поговорим с ним.
Carry on searching.
Ой, да иди ты в жопу.
I found an amazing ring. There's an inscription engraved on it.
Переведем
It's the
гравировку.
mythical ring of the Nebulum.
Louis, do you really believe it's the ring of the legend?
You should try it on. They say if you wear it on your finger, it makes you more agreeable.
How droll. In the legend, it's a cursed ring.
Emily, when I see that ring, I can no longer hold back my feelings for you.
Oh, stop it. You're being ridiculous.
What do you mean? I was just about to get down on one knee.
Ну, а что она... Ничего она не захотела согласиться, а? Оба. Так, прочитать надпись. Языкознание. Блин, у меня мало, я не буду читать. Так, а здесь у нас что?
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
Do you think that can really be Jason's golden fleece?
No, you are aware that Jason and the Argonauts is a myth, aren't you?
But Mortimer's been protecting this hide. It must be of great value, don't you think?
Certainly of historical value. This kind of hide is still used by gold diggers in Eastern Europe. Now you see how easy it is to obtain a legend.
Why do you have to act so nonchalant every time I show you something?
Louis, anyone can kill a sheep, rip off its hide and say it's the golden fleece.
Она тоже права в этом плане.
Mortimer's not at some farmyard fair. You're just too skeptical.
And you have a tendency to believe anything. Talk about an unlikely pair.
Yet, you know opposites attract, don't you? An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
Давайте спросим, читала ли
I
она
bet
их?
you've read them cover to cover.
Naturally.
Really? I'm curious. Tell me, what part stood out the most to you?
The passage where Mary says to Joseph, "Hey, you, shut up."
In other words, you haven't even opened one.
Какая она, блин, все-таки стервозная.
Hey, Mortimer's the author of this work. He talks about his...
Я вас понял. Вот, эрудиция.
passion for art.
Это очень хорошо. Коллекционная монетка. Что-то тут еще есть почитать? Я бы не отказался. Просто что-то все утро. Вроде 31 декабря на дворе. Они долбят по батареям. Вы, наверное, сейчас слышать будете, да?
Guess what I found?
Я хуею.
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath. I can just see
Предположим.
Mortimer dressed in a toga.
Судя по его вещам, он думает, типа, он такой
strutting
весь
around
прям.
his manor all
Я
day
пиздат,
long.
посмотрите на
You
меня.
have a curious
Я
idea
пригласил
of
гостей, даже ни
Mortimer.
разу к ним не
Why?
вышел, потому что я
He's
охуенен.
eccentric, like
Вот да.
all the English are, isn't he?
Well, if Peru stands for French grace, then if I were you, I wouldn't be making that sort of remark.
Так, что тут у нас еще есть интересно? Вот я вижу, книжечка какая-то еще.
Oh,
О,
looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself.
И еще одна. Меч.
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
This weapon is
изучим.
typically French, quite old, undoubtedly goes back to the Crusades. If it is a true Damask sword, it's worth more than a kingdom.
Что тебе рассказывать? Ну там лежал.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai.
Это сколько можно по батарее стучать-то, а?
Some of these deeds are over 600 years old. And
Второй месяц ремонт
signed by
соседи
the hand
делают.
of Mortimer.
Сколебали,
I
блин.
wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
See those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job. These documents must be fakes. No man can own that many original works, no matter how rich he is.
Be careful. The Order has tried many times to estimate his personal wealth without ever succeeding.
And look
Его
here.
состояние.
Castles in Scotland, vineyards in Italy, districts in Venice. He's richer than some European countries.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take?
Мне интересно, как он ему удалось все заполучить, действительно.
It's just crazy.
Secret connections, money, or a well-kept family treasure passed on from generation to generation. Who knows?
That would mean some of Mortimer's ancestors lived before Jesus was born. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Давайте еще что-нибудь посмотрим, без проблем.
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to
Ну
you.
ты казав, блин, тебе помочь хотят, блин.
It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
О,
When are you going to
Да,
understand
наверное,
that I
так.
just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little.
If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further.
какая же
than
она
that.
все-таки
Nothing to
указала.
gain? Damn it, Emily. I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help.
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
Минус 3 очка.
Pragmatic, intelligent, sure of herself. Her only weak spot is her difficulty
Это как
talking about
понять?
herself. I don't know much about your past, but I'm guessing you had to get by on your own for much of your life. It might have closed you off, and that can be a disadvantage. It might be time for you to open up and risk a little trust. Not every man you meet wants to hurt you.
Yes, you may be right. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
yes. You're the kind of girl who gets by on her own and who shares nothing.
The fact is, you are completely mistaken about me.
Ай,
I
блин.
already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me, but I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is...
Мне кажется, это женщина. Или мужчина, отец, старый муж, кто-то из ордена. Кто-то из
Chances
ордена.
are, you're working with a member of the Order.
The only members of the Order other than ourselves are your mother and Mr. Washington. The former has sadly gone missing. As for the latter, I knew nothing of his arrival. Incidentally, you must have noticed how inefficiently our Order communicates internationally.
А кто тогда? Погоди. Может, моя мать?
It's as obvious as it is surprising. You're my mother's hard-hitting partner.
Oh, God, do you really believe the nonsense
Ой,
that comes
ёперный
out
театр.
of your mouth?
Well, a second ago I did. A little.
Sorry, Louis, your mother is not my partner.
Обладательница похожей камеи. Ой, подожди, слушай, я даже, блин, я потерялся. Мы, кстати, это не читали, сейчас почитаем. Вот. Угу. Так. Сейчас я была... Да, секретарем премьер-министра это. Ваша сестра, ваша мать, мужчина, это ваш старый
Your
муж.
husband, of course.
My husband, he can't even walk without a cane. Poor old man. Let him live out the rest of his
А кто
days
тогда?
in peace.
How nice for him.
Right, time is short. You haven't convinced me. I prefer to remain discreet. Don't take it the wrong way. All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister. And if I reacted so strongly at the sight of the cameo pendant, it's because I thought it belonged to her.
Сестра.
But it doesn't.
I understand. I won't insist.
It's time to leave.
Это была сестра. Ой, я даже не подумал на нее. Хреново. Меньше опыта, наверное, сейчас получим за неудавшийся этап.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
О, нифига она растатуированная.
She's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
Блин, ей помочь хочу. Пойдем к Эмили
Excuse me,
все-таки.
Elizabeth, but some very urgent business has cropped up. We can speak tomorrow.
No, Louis, don't leave me alone. They've come back.
Good night, madam.
Они вернулись. Кто там вернулся? Интересно.
Well, Louis, you took your sweet time. What did our poor Elizabeth want?
She probably wanted to chat more about my mother.
Really? So Miss Adams is somehow linked to your mother?
In a way, I guess she is.
Кажется, значит,
I
сейчас
thought all
будет.
of that could wait until tomorrow.
That young girl seems very...
Emily, have I misunderstood something here? What are you doing in my room?
And for a while now, the question has been nagging at me.
And that explains why I now find you here in my bed. Go ahead. Ask me the question that's been burning at your lips.
I know your mother was here to meet someone, but I can't figure out who.
Oh, so that's what's been hiding behind all this.
We are both members of the Order, Louis. Let's try to be honest with each other. I have followed with great interest your affair in Paris, in connection with Mr. von Borchardt. You managed to steal something from him, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. And what about you, my friend? What were you and your dear sister looking for here?
Well, our mission was to find out more about that particular book.
And why that one?
Let's just say that the Queen is desperately seeking a way of relieving the King from his difficulties with dementia.
Well, how about that?
This is quite fascinating. But just what did Sarah expect to accomplish here?
If only I knew myself. My mother always takes a sly pleasure in telling me as little as possible.
Oh, poor little Louis. Your mother hides things from you. That's not very nice.
No, it's not nice at all. And you? What were you supposed to do once the book was found?
Give it to our sponsor, of course. Sir Gregory has more than one card up his sleeve.
Sir Gregory?
So you mean home is playing both sides? I'd say the Queen is going to be disappointed.
What can we do? Sometimes things work out like that. Right. Enough chatting. Come and join me instead.
Давайте составим. Почему нет? Я так и знал. Мне кажется, или это плохо закончится все. Мне вообще кажется постоянно, что все может плохо закончиться с моей игрой.
I don't want anyone finding me here in the morning.
You're right. Well, have a good night.
Good night. See you tomorrow, rested and ready.
Sure thing.
Распущенный. О, опять галюны, да? Что ему кошмары каждую ночь снятся. Вещи он так свои не разобрал.
Lord Mortimer, Monsieur de Richet, at last we meet.
Он все-таки пришел. Я могу знать больше о прошлом Элизабет и моей матушке. А, то есть, если бы я пошел с Элизабет, наверное, я бы узнал что-то другое. Не хватило немножко. А вот мы и закончили первый эпизод, я так понимаю. Выдался очень интересный эпизод, я вам скажу. Но позже немножко начнем уже проходить второй. Вот. Всех с наступающим Новым годом. Желаю вам счастья, здоровья, удачи в новом году, новых начинаний. Вот. Чтобы у вас все ваши мечты сбылись. Что? Ну, в общем, вы меня поняли. Еще раз с наступающим Новым годом. Уже увидимся в 2019 году. Пока-пока.